It looks like Microsoft is rolling out ChatGPT very soon. And so, what does that mean for the valuation of Microsoft? Is it a company that's undervalued in this environment? And so, that's what I'm going to take a look at in this video. So, guys, as you smash that like button, let me run that intro. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today Microsoft actually announced that they're going to be rolling out ChatGPT in their Azure platform very soon for their customers, and so that's very interesting. You know, this goes in line with ChatGPT's revenue strategy, where they try to license out their technology to other providers who utilize it in their service offerings. And so this is the whole new world that's evolving right now, and in my opinion, I will explain to you guys in this video where, you know, you're going to be interacting with AI in ways that you're not even going to realize that you're interacting with AI, and it's just going to become commonplace, just like how a handheld cell phone like the iPhone has just become commonplace now. I remember, you know, just 15 years ago that there was predictions that smartphones would never go greater than 5% of the overall population. I think it was Steve Ballmer, in fact, who was the CEO of Microsoft at the time, who said that nobody would ever pay $1,000 for a cell phone or something along those lines. And so this is how quickly the world is changing. And people who are saying that, you know, the AI stuff may not necessarily be monetizable, well, we're now starting to see areas in which it is starting to get monetized, and I see a lot of sort of progress in that direction. And I will actually show you guys how I'm using AI to even help with this channel. So let's get into it. So here is the Bloomberg article that came out today. So Microsoft is going to add ChatGPT to their Azure cloud services platform very soon, and so they're also in talks for a further investment in OpenAI, and so that's pretty crazy. And of course, you guys know that OpenAI is the company that owns ChatGPT. And so here's the article. So Microsoft said that it will add OpenAI's viral artificial intelligence bot ChatGPT to its cloud-based Azure service very soon. So it's building on the existing relationship between the two companies. And you know, you guys might be aware that Microsoft actually invested $1 billion previously into ChatGPT. And so the service gives Microsoft's cloud customers access to their OpenAI tools like ChatGPT 3.5, which is what ChatGPT is based on, as well as the DALL-E model for generating images from text prompts. And I'll actually show you one of those in this video. Microsoft is also in discussions to invest as much as $10 billion. So, you know, previously they invested $1 billion, and now they're going to up that 10 times. But keep in mind that this is just according to people familiar with the plans. The two companies have not provided a statement on this just yet. And this is what I was talking about. Microsoft is already an OpenAI partner because they put in $1 billion investment in 2019. So they're really ahead of the game here. And you know what? Here's where it's like, shame on me. I just started realizing how ahead of the game Microsoft is on many things. And so, you know, there's a stronger and stronger likelihood that I'm going to make a large investment into Microsoft this year. Microsoft actually might become my #1 position in the portfolio. And so I'm starting to become more bullish on Microsoft than I am on housing or Alibaba. And so, you know, I'm spending more time learning about it. I'm very slow with this kind of stuff, guys. You know, just bear with me when it comes to technology. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I'm doing my best. Now, you guys may recall ChatGPT has lit up the internet since launching, and they had a million users in less than a week. Now, I didn't realize that they just launched in November. I just happened to sign up then because I just read about it, and I didn't realize that I was part of the first million. So that's pretty cool. And you guys can recall that ChatGPT actually makes money by charging developers to license its technology like they're doing with Microsoft. Now, the one thing that I will point out to you, however, is that last statement where they make money by licensing their technology. The technology behind ChatGPT, I don't think is going to be novel or claim high amounts of premium in terms of revenue. I think what's going to generate the revenue for these types of companies in the future is what they can build on top of that. And I really think the real benefit is going to be all of the engineers and all like the software designers or whatever who are going to create customized AI-based solutions for specific companies. So for example, I'll show you an example in this video, but for example, like a hat retailer might use an AI-based software to help with their sales process in a certain way. Amazon might use a AI-based software to sort of handle logistics in a certain way, et cetera, et cetera. I think there's 100,000 different types of solutions that could be used by many, many companies. And I want to show you just 3 examples in this video, just to sort of like open up your minds as to what this stuff is capable of. But first, I wanted to start with, if there's going to be 100,000 different types of applications, you want to partner with the guys who've been in on this early. And so you can see that as of September 2016, Microsoft was moving into the AI space. In 2018, March of 2018, they reached human parity in terms of machine translation. And of course, I'll let you guys read all of this, but you can see that Microsoft announced in January, like this month, that Azure's open AI service is now generally available and ChatGPT is coming soon. So they've made a lot of progress here. And I think they're just ahead of the game right now. Now, how ahead of the game are they? I don't know. I don't know where Amazon is with this. I don't know where Google or Alphabet is with this. I don't know where, there could be another player that we are not even aware of who has something even better. And so this is where this gets a little bit interesting. You have to be a bit more of an expert on this than I am. In fact, I would call myself a beginner as it relates to any kind of advanced intelligence technology type stuff. And so we'll see how this plays out. But I really like the idea of aligning myself with Microsoft and essentially not even providing them with growth in their valuation for this, but just having it as like an alpha premium return generating type of opportunity. Now, guys, this is from Microsoft's website, but there's a company by the name of CarMax. You can actually shop for cars on their website. And so this is just one example of how different companies are using customized solutions based on AI to help them achieve their business goals. And so, this goes into saying that AI is just going to be commonplace and you won't think anything of it. So with the help of Microsoft's Azure Open AI service, CarMax has streamlined the creation of text summaries for its car research pages, quickly providing customers with meaningful content that also boosts the page's search engine rankings. And so, you can see that they created a very specific service related to them using AI. And here's some more examples. So, it looks like, the big sell for AI is that customers of all sizes across industries are using Azure's OpenAI service to do more with less. That sells everywhere, right? If you're a company that helps other companies save money and be more productive, you're gonna win. Also improve experiences for end users and streamline operational efficiencies internally. So once again, cost savings. And so this just makes a lot of sense. And then here's a couple of examples. I didn't understand MoveWorks example. You guys can look into this yourselves. But as it relates to the newspaper Al Jazeera, Azure's OpenAI service has the potential to enhance our content production in several ways, including summarization and translation, selection of topics, AI tagging, content extraction, and style guide rule application. So, a publication is using AI. And then this one's the best one because I'm very familiar with, KPMG. In fact, I'm an alumni of KPMG. So KPMG is using Azure's OpenAI service to help companies realize significant efficiencies in their tax, environmental, social, and government initiatives. With much of these tax payments buried in IT systems outside of finance, massive data volumes, and incomplete data attributes, OpenAI service finds the data relationships, predict tax payments and tax type, making it much easier to validate accuracy and categorize payments by country and tax type. Now, if you've ever worked in an accounting department, you know that if it's not coded properly at the time that the journal entry was made, you will never find this kind of stuff. And you might code a journal entry to a specific subledger, which rolls up into a specific GL, but that subledger that you're coding it to may not necessarily be an ESG specific type of subledger or like account, or it might not be an account that's linked to a specific country because you were not trying to aggregate data on that basis at that time. And so if you're going backwards, how great would it be if you have some sort of AI software that combs through all of the specific journal entries to find out what is what? And so, I see that being very helpful. And so not just for ESG compliance related issues, but I think that rolls into just accounting softwares overall. It will also roll into FP&A type softwares. It'll also roll into sales type softwares. Like, I think this permeates all throughout commerce, and I think AI just becomes a regular, normal, functioning piece of technology. And so I want to know what you guys think about this. Am I thinking about this correctly? Or am I off base here? Or am I just a little bit too excited? Now, let's go into how I'm personally using AI to help with this channel even. And I know you guys have seen it lately. So this is the image for the thumbnail for this video. And I actually used an artificial intelligent image generating tool to build this thumbnail. And it's the most beautiful looking thumbnails, or at least I feel like my channel now has the most beautiful looking thumbnails on YouTube. And so in other words, this AI stuff, it's coming and you're not even going to notice when it comes. And all I did for this particular video was I just wanted a visual representation of what AI is. And so I found this being a very beautiful piece, and I'm getting better at using like image generation with AI services. And so how does this impact my valuation? Well, you can see that I'm actually not really giving their cloud businesses any additional contribution for AI automation processes, but the early integration of AI is one of the reasons why I believe their cloud platform will be a leader in the decades to come. So, in other words, I'm being very conservative by not even forecasting it out, but I also think that I'm being very conservative. Just cloud in general, I think will grow faster than 17.5% beyond 2025, but I'm being conservative here. And so overall revenue, I'm expecting it to grow in the low double digits. And, there's a lot of people who are saying that this is going to grow a lot faster than this is. And so what does that say for my valuation as a whole? Well, just using a terminal multiple of 20 times earnings, which I think is even a little bit on the pessimistic side for Microsoft, I'm valuing them at approximately $300 per share. You compare that to the current share price, and it's trading at around 80% of its intrinsic value. So despite what I would consider a very conservative growth estimates, I'm still arriving at the point where I'm suggesting that the company is seemingly undervalued. And so this is one of the reasons why this is a company that I'm very interested in deploying capital into. And so we'll see how this plays out in 2023. We'll see if I can muster up the cojones to actually invest in them this year, even though I meant to invest in them last year, but I've just been waiting for the valuation to come down. A lot of you guys have been screaming at me saying it's time to buy these names, stop lollygagging so much, and you guys are absolutely right. I'm just very selective when I make purchases. I think all of 2022, there were only 3 days throughout the whole year where I put buy orders in. And so that's how non-active I am in the securities markets, but that's okay. That's just how I do it. You guys might do it differently than I do. Now, with that said, I actually recently released a video on Alibaba, and they're actually trying to boost sales with their AliExpress business in a very interesting way. And so if you haven't seen that video, click right here.